Gusto ko yung gano'n na alam ko may friends ako sa paligid palagi.
Pag naman nagtulungan tong mga isang community pa rin.
We are clannish, we are barangay, we are a tribe.
People generally want to be able to share and be a part of something.
Ahay, ahahay, saan ka pwedeng bumili ng pisong sukat, asin, isang stick ng sigarilyo, isang piraso ng papel, isang kilo ng simento, isang gatang ng bigas. Dito lang sa Pilipinas, only in the Philippines. Ahay!
I'm Umali, also known as Didi the Rockstar, bassist of Datu's tribe, and I'm the bar manager of Headstock.
Hello, ako po si Joel Saracho. Tuloy kayo sa Taumbayan.
Ako po si Avic at welcome sa Blacksoup.
This is Hades Bar. I'm Marben Romero. I run it. Also part of a band called Badburn, and we play hardcore.
Marami talagang tao na mas magiging relax sila or ano sila at home pag alam nilang there's somebody backing them up.
That's why yung Blacksoup, we're still together since early 90s, no? Kasi proven na yung saluhan.
Theater, of all the arts, theater is the most collective. You cannot do theater alone.
An establishment related to music, especially live music, it won't amount to anything if the community isn't behind it.
Kailangan talagang kahit paano, nag-enjoy ka na doon sa place, at the same time, kumikita ka.
There were a few restaurants, pero walang art spaces, no?
Ang inspiration ko kasi parang yung kasalo ni Ishmael Bernal dati. Parang ganito din yung konsepto nun eh.
Every musician wants their own joint. It came to me the first time after the not so good experiences with other bars.
Ang reputation before was sa Marikina, may music scene. So we decided na, sige, dito tayo maghanap sa area. Then we found this place. Quote kay Doc Mowell yan na mahilig siya sa guitar, kaya Headstock ang ginawa niyang name ng bar. We're the only bar here in Marikina along this street na nakikater sa rock scene and underground scene ng mga musikero. What we call Headstock Marikina right now, it's the rebirth of Headstock sa Quezon Ave. From Quezon Ave before, pinag-aralan namin syempre yung mga possibilities kung saan kami pwedeng mag-revert. I was given like 1 month to make this place functional. Hindi ka natutulog na napapanaginipan mo na yung place na aabot ba siya or hindi. We reach out to the less fortunate na musicians and we give them a chance na ma-achieve yung mga goals nila. Ang pinaka-memorable sa akin, one is yung opening, no? Dumating si Tado. He brought this one band na may eye defect, blind guy, no? And he was singing Dong Abay's song while jumping and doing the guitar riffs and also the guitar lead. While he was singing, no, the microphone was here, pero napupunta yung mouth niya, syempre ganun, so may pagka Stevie Wonder, pero nagigitar, so nakakatawang panoorin siya. That was the opening, nakakatawa. The bands that play here are mostly under sa mga productions. Sometimes may mga tumutugtog dyan na talagang sobrang baguhan. Pero every time after tumugtog, marinig mo yung appreciation ng crowd. So in that way, talagang nakakainganyo dun sa mga baguhan, no? I mean, not everybody is perfect pag tugtog, ano, nagkakamali talaga. Pero you don't hear that na parang may nag-boo, mali, walang ganon. Talagang makikita mo yung support nila sa each other by appreciation nila sa isa't isa. I also give advice dun sa mga new bands, no? There was this good band, no? Ang galing nila tumugtog. Kaya lang after, sabi ko, ang galing nyo. Kaya lang the problem is, yung guitars nyo hindi nakatono. So, parang sabi ko, siguro invest in a tuner para at least naman next time, mas ma-appreciate ng tao yung tugtog nyo. Mga ganun bagay lang, ano. I'm also here for the business, no? Kasi, like I said, I don't wanna be a hypocrite na, no, I'll be a venue para pasikatin lahat ng underground bands. I mean, I need to survive also. I have a family to feed. That's what I'm asking for the other people na sumusupport sa amin. You also need to support us para masuportahan namin kayo. Invite people, guests na sumusupport sa band nyo. Yes, who could order para at least kami din naman, we will survive. Kasi we need to survive. Eh, sila din, pag nawala kami, wala din sila ng avenue.
Friends na kami, we all went to Mall Fun Film Institute. Tapos nagkaklase sa mga film classes, no? Sabi namin, ba't hindi tayo magtayo ng group just to protect ourselves from all these projects na hindi tayo nababayaran. Kasi they always require for an official receipt, no? Well, nagkaroon kami project with the late Joe Burgos. From the money na nakuha namin doon kami nakapag-register sa SEC. Mahilig kami magsuot ng black. So sabi namin, since palagi naman tayo naka-black, so dapat may black doon sa pangalan natin. Eventually, may nakaisip isa sa amin na sopas. Kasi pag gumawa ka ng sopas na maraming ingredients na sinama-sama mo together, usually masarap siya. Pag nag-brainstorm kami sa group, usually magaganda yung mga ideas, tapos nagiging maganda yung project. Kaya naging Blacksoup. Tapos yun, yung lahat ng sinuserve namin, dapat pag in-order sa kapalang lulutuin. We opened in Cubao around April 2005. Now, we were just looking for a space for our editing in our office. So, we don't know what to do with yung downstairs niya. So, nag-brainstorm kami. Eventually, we came up with a photo gallery. So, we call it a Blacksoup Project Artspace. What's good with the group is, hindi kami nag-aaway-away. I mean, even artistically, magde-discuss, pero hindi kami nag-aaway. Yung first major project namin, yung documentary ni Arturo Luz.
For some reason, when I was 17, I started to draw the portrait of my mother who was sitting in front of me.
Yun talagang binigay namin lahat. It was in 16mm, in film, no? Siyempre, nung inumpisa namin yung Blacksoup sa Cubao, project lang siya, but we wanted kasi to create a space where artists can actually come and just sit down, talk. Kasi essentially, it's through relating and talking and drinking together na minsan the best ideas can spring from conversations na ganun eh. No? By 2008, medyo na-deplete na yung savings namin. And in 2009, we decided to close down the space in Cubao and look for a space somewhere dito sa Maginhawa. Tulad pa rin nun sa Cubao na it's a space where artists can be comfortable enough to like just sit down, write, or read, or meet. And most of the time, yung dito sa Maginhawa, nung lumipat kami, mostly talaga nang pumupunta are our filmmaker friends. But now, nagkaroon siya ng ibang dimension in a way na like this area is like an NGO area, no? So marami na ring NGO groups na nagmi-meeting.
Luck. I've been working some things out. I guess you know what that means. I hope you can forgive me for vanishing like that.
Ngayon, what we really want is for the cafe to succeed. I mean, business-wise, no? So essentially, ako yung natoka kasi I have to stop doing films muna for a while because full-time siya eh. No? So ang target ko is mga 2 to 3 years pa to eventually maging magkaroon ng return of investment, no? Maging sustainable. Wala naman kaming intention maging DE. We just want something na steady. Siguro pag tama yung sinasabi namin na short film is genre of its own, different from mainstream, ganun. So ganun din siguro yung kami as a group. We are not mainstream, we are not independent, but we're an alternative to the independent.
No. Ako po si Joel, one of the partners sa Taumbayan. Dito sa Taumbayan.
Taumbayan?
Taumbayan.
Taumbayan?
Ayaw po, Tambayan po talaga ito ng mga journalist. Ayan.
Ha?
Personally, ako matagal ko nang gusto nung parang coffee shop. Kasi makape nga akong tao. Tapos, kami ni Georgie Lorenzo, another theater actor, one time nagkukwentuhan kami. Gawa tayo ng isang lugar na parang tambayan lang. Nag-iisip kami ng mga pangalan, gano'n. Tapos, sabi ko, parang maganda nga yung tambayan. Sabi ko, ganun yung concept, tambayan. Tapos sabi ko, di, Taumbayan. The name encapsulates yung parehong pinanggalingan ko, yung teatro at saka yung pagiging aktivista. It's a very relaxed space na wala kang pagkukunyari. In fact, even popular TV stars, movie stars would come. Hindi yun once, bumabalik sila. So, I guess we offer them the space kasi dito hindi naman sila artista. One of the original concepts for those who are old enough, parang yung Sam's Diner nung araw. Diner lang siya na people would come hoping may makikita kang kakilala mo. People would come hoping meron kang contact na mai-establish, makakakuha ka ng trabaho, yung ganon. Tapos ikwentuhan na lang kayo. Ginagawa.
Halila, kamusta mo?
Masasama ng ugat.
Yun parang ba yun?
We really invite people to come, our director friends, our producer friends. Kasi gusto namin dito talaga magkita-kita. And I think in a very short span of time that we're here, na-establish na siya na gano'n eh. So kita tayo, Taumbayan tayo. And then, dami nagmi-meeting dito from concerned artists of the Philippines to mga campaigns, iba't ibang campaigns. Katulad dito, mga taga-PETA, kanina pa dito yan, puro ice sila. We use this as a promotions venue. So, kahit anong theater production, dala kayo ng poster, kabit natin. Kailangan nyo ng ticket outlet, pwede rito. Ginagawa tong drop-off center ng mga theater artists. Scripts nila, kahit pang TV. Dito, dadaanan nila, pipick upin nila, yung mga ganun. Little things.
Maramot sa liwanag ang araw. At siya'y nagtatago sa likod ng mga abuting ulap.
Kasi when we started, si Georgie, ako, and some of our partners, malinaw na hindi naman siya talaga business. Yung gano'n. We just wanted a space where we can invite friends, magkulitan, or magbasa ng mga play, magbasa ng tula, magkantahan, yung gano'n. Yung chumika. But when we started inviting people to come in and invest their money, then it becomes business. Because some of these people, Siyempre, hard-earned din yung pera. And when they put it in, they want it back. And with interest. So, mandando rin ako talaga na magbalik ng pera somewhere, somehow.
Naalala mo ba ba mga lumpiang kulay? Ang berdeng dagat ng Manila. Naalala mo ba ba ang mga bulaklak at ang baril?
Probably the most memorable would be yung unang-una namin pinroduce na show, concert, na libre. Jesus Christ Superstar. That was summer of 2009, Holy Week of 2009. Kasi unimaginable yung inassemble na cast eh. You had Aiza Sigera as Mary Magdalene, Between Escalante as Judas, Agot Isidro as Jesus. Yung ganun yung, ang saya! Ang saya lang.
This next song goes out to everybody that's about to represent right now.
Hades is a god. He's in charge of the afterlife. Hades started still on Timog, close to the Timog Circle. It was a little too small for the crowd. And then a friend of mine, he owns this warehouse, asked me if I wanted to put up shows here. And that's what I did. You go to play at a club, and then the management isn't as good with relations with the musicians, the food doesn't taste as good. That's when I started thinking, if I had my own bar, I would do it right. I'm not saying I'm the best at it, and that the bar is better than anybody else, but at least to my standards and the people involved, we're doing it properly. We promote music, encourage good music. We have good food. The prices are okay. But then, more than the bar, it's the people behind it who made it, their home, who made it a community. So we're lucky because the people we know, the friends we've made, like coming back because they like the company of the owners and the other musicians or the other people who go to the bar. If people, primarily musicians, don't want to go there, you can't build that community. The customers, if they don't find anything that they can appreciate, it won't turn into a community.
Ito una bitaw, di makakagalaw. Lahat ng mga rinig, tiyak mababasigaw at mababasamba. Walang magawa, mga dati sigat. Kayo'y mga ba, dahil panahon na makilala niyo ako. At malaman ang lahat kung ano matutuo. At kung meron makumotor siyang malilitigan.
Hades has always been supportive of not just established musicians, but underground music as well. We support the underground scene of, well, at least Manila in Hades, because that's kind of where we're rooted to as musicians. That's the kind of music I want to listen to. We have a show called The Throwdown. An ideal lineup for one night is 5 bands at most. I'm not a fan of multiple band lineups. I want to hear more music, not to just set up for 10 minutes and play for 8. It also has a direct effect on how the music is created. Some bands who write songs that are 5 to 6 minutes long. I think the reason behind that is because they know when they get to a show, they're only gonna get to play 3 songs. Sometimes we have Sunday shows, and these are usually your underground hardcore matinee shows. It's either punk or hardcore, and it's something that's always been part of that scene. So you go to a gig, the sun's up, you go home, and you still have time to do something else. I always wanted to run a bar on my own terms. But then there's that business side to it that you need to be on top of. If it's a business and you want to run it as a business, you need to make money off of it. You don't make crazy amounts of money running a bar, that's for sure. It's been rewarding because we break even. Sometimes we earn a little than we should, and it's always welcome. But then most of the time, it's just making it.
Malakas ang sense of community ng Pilipino. Despite claims to the contrary na meron tayong crab mentality and all.
Tulungan. Pag ako, wala yung family ko na sa Mindanao, when I'm sick, I call on them and they'll bring me to the hospital.
Generally, we are friendly to each other. Parang very close na circle ng people na as much as possible, we try to help each other.
I've always worked as a person who believes in that sense of community. That's why I have a big circle of friends. That's why I call a lot of people family.
You respect and you recognize each other's difference. Sa pamamagitan nun, I think nagkakaroon ng isang pananaw na mas marami tayong commonality kesa difference.
Pag sinabing collaboration, talagang alam mo yung hierarchy nung sa pelikula. Halimbawa, si Neil, pag cinematographer ko siya sa docu or sa pelikula, niaaryahan ko siya na, dito mainstream, wag ka na maghanap ng staff ha, magbuhat ka.
Kami mga bassist, meron kaming sariling tinatawag namin na bass clinics to help each other, yung mga mas bata. And kwentuhan ng techniques. And syempre, yabangan ng gamit yan. Hindi maalis yun.
When you're part of a community that's not closely tied together, you will get the people who want to hate on you and you know, bring you down just because you're doing what you do and they can't.
Yeah, but for as long as you want to belong to a group because it furthers your personal goals, no? And it helps you individually sa amin in terms of craft and in terms of trabaho. No? Malaking tulong siya.
Sa film community, mas na-feel ko yung saluhan.
You cannot really expect everybody to go along well with each other. There are some intrigues.
Magkakaroon niya ng infighting. May mga sariling away-away, may sariling conflicts, dahil may sarili siyang dynamics. But when it comes to a threat from outside, madaling yan mag-galvanize, mag-unite.
If the people you're with are positive to start with, then you don't have to worry about any negativity that can follow because there won't be any.
We're competing with television, we're competing with, hindi pa nga masyado yung film, but indie film, kunyari, yung ganyan. No? So nagkakaroon ng iba't ibang expressions. So kailangan mo ring patibayin yung sarili mo para maitaguyod yung sining mo, no? Yung sining ng pag-artist tanghalan. Hindi mo yun magagawa kung isang company ka lang. Magagawa mo lang yun in conjunction with other groups.
It's still group. Alam mo yun, laging merong ganon. Kaya rin siguro nagkaroon ng mga Blacksoup.
If you want to live in this world and be part of it, you can't go without not belonging to something or not wanting to belong to something.
Ahay, ahahay, saan ka pwedeng bumili ng pisong sukat, asin, isang stick ng sigarilyo, isang piraso ng papel, isang kilo ng simento, isang gatang ng bigas. Dito lang sa Pilipinas, only in the Philippines. Ahay, ahay, ahay. Saan ka makakatagpo sa bawat banyo ng tabo? Sa halip ng hintuturo, Ang panturo ay nguso, bukang bibig, malapit lang, tatlong bundok man ang layo. Dito lang sa Pilipinas, only in the Philippines. Ahay! 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 Saan ka makakarinig? Palayaw na, makukulit. Yun yun JJ, bok bok bek bek, lot lot len len at leg leg. My lola baby at lolo boy, lahat ay tito at tita. Dito lang sa Pilipinas, only in the Philippines. Ahay! 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 Dito lang sa Pilipinas, only in the Philippines. Dito lang sa Pilipinas, only in the